Hola. Déjenme saber en los comentarios si quieren que haga una versión de este video en español. Gracias por mirar. Let's get on with the video. How's it going, YouTube? Peruvian Trucker back with another video. Happy Friday. I am at the 1 month mark. Almost. I'm actually shooting this video a little early. I signed my lease on July 25th and we are on August 25th, but in a few hours, hour and 30 minutes really, it's gonna be Friday, August 26th, which I'm actually waiting to get my 4th settlement so I can break down the numbers for you guys. But I wanted to get started with some thoughts and some more kind of a recap for my first solo month trucking. And let me start with the thing that makes me really happy, which is that when I made the switch, or when on the months leading, or the weeks leading to switching into trucking, I decided to go for trucking because I love driving, and I love taking road trips. And I've mentioned this in multiple videos, but I love being on the road, and I was actually worried or scared that taking this job would kill my love for driving, and that I would get bored pretty quickly, that the romance, as they call it, of being out on the road would die down or wear off. And I'm happy to report that so far that doesn't seem to be happening, or well, it hasn't happened yet, and I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. I'm probably going to take next weekend, Labor Day, off and go home. I haven't decided yet. I'm waiting on this settlement just to, I could afford to go home right now, but I just want to wait on the settlement just to see if I'll take Labor Day or maybe the weekend after Labor Day and just work on Labor Day. But but I know that as soon as I go, as soon as I go home, I'm either gonna miss being back on the road, being on the road, or I'm probably gonna go home, get on my car, and go on a road trip somewhere else, because I just love driving so much. And this job has only fueled my love for driving. So that's something that I'm happy about. I can definitely see myself doing this potentially until I retired. I could do this, but I won't, because for me personally, I don't see myself being able to start a family while doing this. So I'm sticking to my 3-year plan to start, and we'll go from there. It might be extended a little bit if lease purchase comes back. I'm jumping out of this truck right away and starting that, so I may need to extend the plan accordingly at that point. But I also need to save some money for the down payment, which it honestly shouldn't be that hard, especially before winter. Before winter, I should have enough money to put for a down payment if lease purchase ever comes back, which it seems like it will. What else? So 4 weeks. This weeks have not been without their issues. If you've been following my journey over the last month, you know that I made some mistakes, like sitting in Springfield waiting for a load instead of driving a couple 100 miles away from the terminal to get a load instead of waiting. That was my mistake. I should have I knew about that, but I just didn't do it, and I lost a couple days, and that was the 1 week in which I thought that I was at a deficit. I didn't look at the settlement right. I thought I was I thought I owed them $100, but I actually did make $36 that week. And I got bashed in the comments for it, but I didn't care. I didn't care because for me to have to only have worked 4 days, I mean, or no, actually it was less than that. I mean, I only took one load that week. I'll break it down later, but I mean, for me to have been sitting for so long that week and still break even, for me that was a win, because I had a great time at the terminal either way. And that's something that I want to touch on. Like, I'm gonna break the numbers because, you know, it's the first month, and I feel like I owe it to you guys. A lot of people have been asking about it, but personally, like, for me and what I want to do on my channel, like, I don't know if it's not obvious. Like, I mean, I've tried to be like serious because I mean, there's a lot of benefits that I see in trucking, and especially trucking with Prime if you're just getting started. But I don't come off as the serious kind of guy, because I'm not. I'm a joker. I'm very lighthearted, and I like to have a good time, and I like to see the positive things in everything. Like, this month hasn't been without its frustrations, whether it was when I was sitting or even right now on this load. This particular load was going from Texas to Pennsylvania. I'm sitting in Denver, Pennsylvania right now, because the shipper took 8 hours past the appointment time to load this trailer that was a drop-in hook, which made me arrive late to my 90 or to my drop-off. So I had to sit for, I got here at 10 in the morning, so 22, so 12 hours. No, wait, my bad. 14 hours. 14 hours I've been sitting. And you know, I never give the shippers attitude. I'm a very introverted person. So I'll just say, okay, thank you. I'll be like, okay. Like, my voice will get squeakier when I'm upset. But I'll never give them attitude. I won't give my dispatcher attitude, because it's, I mean, you know, it's none of them fault. It's none of their faults. Like, I mean, it's not my dispatcher's fault that the shipper took a while. It's not the receiver's fault that the shipper took a while. So I'll deal with it. I'll deal with it in some other way. And I'll get frustrated, and I mean, and it's crazy. And this is like a personal thing. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but the 2 times in the last 10 days that I've had situations that were frustrating, like, I've had 2 of those occasions. Like, right after, I've had random acts of kindness from random people. I really don't want to get into the details of them because it's a really personal thing. It may mean nothing to other people, but I noticed those things. So so that actually calms me down even more, and I'm like, yeah, that's it. Like, it's not a big deal. And that's the thing. I'm out here to make money for sure, but I'm not stressed over money. I have a plan, and I'm sticking to it, and I care more about enjoying what I'm doing, which I am, than the money, because the experience of being out here, whether it was hiking a couple weeks ago, or just, you know, enjoying the scenery and listening to music and doing the job, that has no value for me. Like, I mean, I would do this job for free if money wasn't an issue. I wouldn't care. I could be out here for free in perpetuity. But obviously I'm here to make money, and that's why I chose this career. What else? that's a pretty good recap. It's been a great month. I look forward to the next, what is it, 35 35 months to come, maybe more if I go with lease purchase. I am still worried about the winter, but once I break down the numbers, honestly, if I make a third of what I've made on this month during the winter, I won't complain. I'll be comfortable, and you know, that means that I don't have to run hard. I can, you know, take it easy because it is winter, and I'm not going, I mean, I wasn't going to do it either anyway. I wasn't going to run hard on winter anyway, but after breaking down this month, like, it gave me peace of mind knowing that if I make a third of what I've made so far in my first month, if I make a third of that in the winter months, I'll be happy. Now if I make half of that, that's perfect, because I'll be able to continue to pay off the stuff that I want to pay off and continue with my goals. Like, a third will be more of a breaking even, maybe have a couple $100 to save on top of my expenses. But anyway, and I'm gonna go ahead and break the numbers, and as I was saying, like, so because I'm not really that serious type of guy when it comes to the numbers, I'm not really gonna do this often. I'll do it probably when I feel like it, but I'm more about the experience and being out here and the positives of trucking. So I'm going to break this down. If you guys have any more questions when it comes to numbers, or anything, again, like I've said before, anything, I have people messaging me on Instagram about the process of, you know, getting your permit and stuff like that. But if you have any questions, whatever I can help you out with, shoot me a message on Instagram. If you want a more I'm gonna try to be pretty detailed on these numbers, but if you want more information, shoot me a message on Instagram and I'll be more than happy to reply there. Yeah.